What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we're going to be doing marquee matchups. I want to preface this straight away because last week when I did marquee matchups in the video, people generally didn't enjoy it. So it is going to be just live, me looking at the account, looking at teams and players, doing some SBCs and no gameplay essentially. So if that's not what you're interested in, I appreciate you clicking on the video in the first place, and we'll see you for tomorrow's video where there will be some rewards. Or not, I don't know if I'm going to open my rewards this week. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, I did have a video out yesterday. YouTube sub boxes were just terrible yesterday. So if you missed out on yesterday's video, we talk about the prospect of selling Thierry Henry for Cristiano Ronaldo. And one thing, before we get into marquee matchups and such, one thing with regards to the icons, and one of the reasons why I picked them up now, and I have to stick by my guns on this one, is because I know that they won't depreciate in price, or if they do depreciate in price, they will depreciate in keeping with the entire market. So for example, I bought Hullet for 1.275, and he's currently low bin. I mean, there you go, 1.37 bid on him. It looks like he'll be about 1.4 million, right? And there you go, I could get 1.4 million for this Ruud Hullet. So after tax, I would have made about 100,000 coins profit. Patrick Vieira, very similarly, bought for 1.245. Currently, look at that, 1.32. Is he really 1.4 million as well? He is. Is there any less than 1.4? Damn. I can actually get 1.45 for him. So after tax, I can make like 180k on Patrick Vieira. And Thierry Henry is currently going for 1.76. And that's the lowest. So 1.75. So again, I could sell him for some profit. So I could sell these three icons and make some good profit. The problem is the counterparts that I'd put in place of them, Vidal, Pogba, and instead of Henry, say, for argument's sake, Marco Reus or Anthony Martial or something like that, they will depreciate in value. And so, although I could sell those icons combined for like 4.2 to 4.5 million, plus what I've got in the club, we could get ourselves up to around 5 million coins, you know. Got a couple of reward packs there from daily objectives as well. But with that in mind, I explained this on stream and I briefly touched on it on video yesterday when we were talking about Ronaldo versus Henry. Ronaldo is currently 2 million coins, or a little bit under, 1.9. Let's have a look at what we can get for less than 2 million. So yeah, he's pretty much bang on 2 million coins, right? So 1.99 is what we're looking at for Cristiano Ronaldo. The problem with him is, now, this is my theory, and I'm not a market guru, so I could be incorrect here, but the problem with Ronaldo is that when the Team of the Group Stage Ronaldo is released, because he will undoubtedly get a Team of the Group Stage card, as bad as he's been in La Liga, he's been killing it in Champions League, he will get a 95 rated left wing or potentially even striker card. Once that comes out, all the guys, all the pro players, all the top 100 players, all the guys that spend a lot of money on FIFA points, all the guys that have just bought Ronaldo's are going to want to upgrade. And that's going to cause a mass sale of 94 Cristiano Ronaldo. So there's going to be an incredible amount of supply, but there's not quite enough demand because people don't really have the coins to splash out. So I expect his price to drop dramatically, probably around 1.7, 1.6, maybe even a 1.5 mark during the Team of the Group stage. Well, actually the week after the Team of the Group stage, because during the Team of the Group stage he'll be out of packs, which means his price will probably go up a little bit before it goes down. And then in January, which is just a month away now, month and a half potentially, depending on when EA release Team of the Year, we're going to get a Team of the Year Ronaldo. And that again is going to cause people to want to get rid of their gold Ronaldos and their other special Ronaldos, again crashing his price. Not massively by any stretch of the imagination, in my opinion, but a little bit. Enough to the point where if I bought him for 2 million coins now, I would probably not even get 1.4 million back for him during Team of the Year. But I want the 99 Ronaldo in this squad. So I'm thinking maybe in the meantime we just keep using these icons, keep going with them. And Vieira is great, and we'll talk about the team in a second. But yeah, I wonder if I just keep using these, because if the icon price is going up, the whole market is going up. I make coins, great. If the icon market prices are going down, the whole market is going down. So I don't theoretically lose anything in that sense on them. You know, the 4.5 million I can get now will be able to buy the same kind of sort of players as 4 million will be able to buy in a month's time if icons go down. Now, in terms of the actual icons themselves, Henry is obviously phenomenal. Oh God, the Devils goal scorer, 666 goals and 188 assists in 345 games. But I do want Ronaldo in this team. And I think when I do get Ronaldo, I'm probably going to play him instead of... I'll probably put Henry on 7 chemistry and play Ronaldo at left forward and Henry at right forward. And that'll be like a go-to for me. Vieira is phenomenal. I have absolutely no intention of selling him. Like, I'll upgrade to the 88 when possible, but Vieira is absolutely fine. But Hullet is definitely someone that is an issue. I played against Ideals FIFA yesterday, a couple of games. You remember I actually played against him in Foot Champs last week, I think, maybe this week. He went 40-0 anyway. Let's have a look at the Foot Champions. Foot Champions Top 100. Checking network connection. So when we look at the leaderboards, it should be on my friends list now, actually. So yeah, Ideals went 38 wins this weekend just gone, and when 40 wins last weekend, and that's the weekend that I played against him. Last month, Ideals finished 79th in the world, and this month, Ideals finished 12th in the world. So 157 wins out of 160 games. And obviously, he's a quality player. So I played against him a couple of times yesterday. I managed to sneak a penalty win in a game I didn't deserve to beat him in at all. And then I got absolutely demolished in game 2. And he gave me some tips. And you know, he said a few things about the squad. The first thing he said was to upgrade 86 Hullet to the better version of Hullet. And I just can't afford to do that because we're on the road to glory. He also suggested that I get rid of Mustafi because he's too slow. You know, to that I was like, okay, so I can put Eric Bailly back in there, but that doesn't really work because of Bailly would only get 8 chemistry. So he asked maybe about getting Paul Pogba here instead of Ruud Hullet, and I traded Paul Pogba out to get Ruud Hullet in. So it might be a situation where, for me, as trying to get the most wins that I can, the better thing to do here is to sell Hullet and sell Mustafi and go and get back Pogba and Bailly. And I don't necessarily know if that's what I want to do. It might help me get a few wins, but in terms of what I want to do with this club going forwards, I want to have an insane team. And I personally feel like icons are just such a safe investment. Like even Paul Pogba, for example. Let me get on Footbin real quick, guys, and then we'll go into the SBCs. Now, Paul Pogba dipped massively, as you would expect, right? Because, well, not massively, but he went from, I bought him at like 520. He stayed at that sort of price, and then during the pre-Black Friday crash, he went down to like 450k, maybe 440k. He's since started recovering, and he's actually gone up quite considerably in price right now because he's got an informing pack. So he's no longer in packs, and he's at 540k now on PlayStation. So he's considerably more expensive. And once again, I actually expect this card to drop back down 480, 470, 460, maybe even lower when he's back in packs, because with the 88 Pogba, there's considerably less demand for him. And the 88 Pogba is only 940k. So, you know, the informed Pogba is not that much more expensive than the 87 Pogba. Although I wouldn't get the informed Pogba, we've been through that, I don't think is value for money. So, you know, Paul Pogba's definitely an opportunity, you know, a guy that we could get back into the team. But I don't think I want to do that. I'm happy to look at changing my right centre back. You know, Mustafi is there, and yeah, he is a little bit slow. Once you put the card on him, he goes to 82 acceleration, 83 sprint speed. He has got fantastic defensive and physical stats, but you know, Boateng, well, I suppose Boateng's only like 4 pace points higher, isn't he? Boateng goes to 88 sprint speed and 87 acceleration, so he's only like marginally quicker. I wouldn't even say he's that much quicker, to be fair. You know, it is just a little bit quicker. But I think what I'll do instead of selling Hullet and getting Pogba and Bailly, I think what we'll do is we'll save up again and buy back Frank Rijkaard, who is 800,000 coins at the moment, and obviously very, very, very quick. And with the Shadow Chem style or even an Anchor Chem style, he becomes very quick and very, very good defensively. So we're not too far off of being able to afford Rijkaard. He's 800 to 830k at the moment, and Mustafi I think is still around like probably the 60k mark, something like that. He's recovered a little bit. He's up by the looks of things, up into like the 65 to 70 mark potentially. So Mustafi has recovered a little bit. So we can get, say, 70,000 coins from Mustafi, which is great. I've got Max Kruse that I can sell. I bought him for 20k. Just as I like the card anyway, but also as an investment. You know, an 84 rated German Bundesliga inform for 20k. Can't go wrong. And I also bought Raphael here for 15,000 coins. I got him snipe on snipe. And again, an 84 rated Bundesliga Brazilian midfielder. Can't really go wrong with him there. And he's got really good stats as well. So those two players there, I could easily get 40 to 50k back for those. So, you know, once we take that, that's 400k. Mustafi puts us, say, to 450k. We sold a whole bunch of stuff on the trade pile there. Just loads of bronze stuff, most of it for under 1,000 coins. If there's anything over 1,000, I'll show it, but I think most of it was just cheap. And this is what the bronze pack method is for. This is what it's about. You know, it's about making coins where you can. I sold a Raphael. I actually sniped that one for 18,000 coins, and he had a Hunter Chem style on him. So I listed him up for 25,500 to see if he'd get bought with a Hunter, and he did. So I made a little bit of profit on him. But we've also got another Raphael here that I picked up for 20,000 coins. And so we could sell him as well. So that would put us to somewhere around, so with the two informs plus Raphael, maybe we get 60 plus Mustafi, maybe 120, 130. That put us around to like 480, 490 plus the Elite 3 rewards that we've got to come. You know, we're going to be close on like 6, maybe 700,000 coins again after that. And that's going to put us like close again to being able to purchase Rijkaard. The other thing that I could do is instead of Rijkaards, I could go for Paolo Maldini's 88 rated cards, which would be on 7 chemistry but would still be fantastic. You know, 94 pace, 98 defending. The only downside to him would be that his physicality, most particularly his aggression, isn't very high. His strength is okay at 79. His jumping is good. His stamina is great at 85. But yeah, he would only be a, you know, in theory, a 90 rated card after the chem style, but he'd have great pace and great physicality. He's 6'1", he's got medium high work rates. We could go for a Maldini. You know, Maldini would be well within our kind of right, like, lane, essentially. And I wonder if we actually go for a Maldini anyway and try him instead of Mustafi. When compared to Mustafi, he's faster, he's got better defending, he's got good reactions and good composure. He just lacks a little bit in the let me actually hit the compare feature. He just lacks a little bit in the physicality area. And when we look at Squadran Mustafi, so Mustafi with a shadow on 10 chem gets 83 pace, 99 defending versus Maldini's 94 pace, 98 defending. Maldini's obviously considerably quicker. In terms of composure, he's got more composure. In terms of defending, it's much the same, really. Interceptions are 96 versus 99. It's basically the same. 98 versus 99 marking, 99 for each on stand tackle, and 98 versus 99 on slide tackle. But in terms of physicality, Mustafi has considerably more aggression, a little bit more strength, not that much more strength to the point where it's noticeable actually, and considerably less stamina with a little bit more jumping. So other than aggression, there's not really much difference between them. Maybe that's an option. Maybe going and picking up that Maldini and throwing him in at centre-back is an option, guys. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to go and do these SBCs. I hope I can do them with just items I've got in the club for the marquee matchups. I don't mind these marquee matchups at all. I think they're pretty good. Excuse me, my coffee's gonna go cold there if I don't drink it. So let's go to Calcio. Just what have I got in Calcio 8 first? Let's take everything that I've got that's going to be gold and usable. And have we got any untradeable golds? I know I've got 2 untradeable golds, Perisic and Manolas, that don't really want to throw in. And that's that. So what do we need? A Napoli and a Juventus. So we can throw in Szczesny for Juventus. Very happy with that. Nian can go in. Now this only has to be 79 rated. This guy can go in, and the striker can go in. So that's a nice big rating. Wallace can go in, and Izo can go in. We'll throw in the other centre-back, Caceres, there. So other than just putting in a centre midfielder from Napoli, we're good. And I wonder if I can actually... What do we need? We need a 79 rated squad. So I'm going to need a couple of high-rated players. What have I got in terms of right-backs in the club outside of that? Wow. I don't have any right-backs in the club. I was going to do like a different league here, but I don't think I have the players to do so. Could go Spanish league. I might just go Calcio A all the way. We'll throw this dude in. You know what? I might put in... Say I could use for Manolas or Perisic. They're 84 rated though. They'll be much more useful in like a big SBC. I can definitely put Parolo in. So I need to go and get one Napoli player, and then we'll see where we're at from there. Literally any Napoli player is going to be okay for me. Preferably, obviously not a silver. Calcio A, Napoli, gold, 1,200 coins for a Napoli player. Oh, easy. I mean, they're all quite low rated. In fact, they're all very low rated. Let's see where we're at with like a low rated. I don't mind putting a low rated dude in there and then just finding a card that's going to work to fit in the final gap, you know. So we've got 77 rated for 600 coins or less. Kirikez as well, 77 rated. I've got an 81, an 80, an 82. I might actually use Manolas or Perisic, just because it would be easier. If we got the 77 rated, there's a Diawara that's 77 rated there. Is there like a 59th minute 78 or 79 rated? No. So let's take Diawara. We'll just pick him up and throw him in. We also completed a daily objective with that, which is nice. That's very nice indeed. We'll go to the daily objectives in a second. In terms of the SBCs, let me favourite this. There we go. In terms of the SBCs, now I would actually, because he's untradeable and they've been sitting in the club gathering dust for me so far, I would actually dump a player in there if needs be. What does that take us to? That takes us to 77 rated. Let me see what we've got by way of a gold card. So that only takes us to 78 rating. So 75 is not enough. 76 is not enough. 79 is enough. Right. Can we get this to 90 chemistry or not? I don't think we can. Because there's no strong links in here at all, is there? Oh, there we go. 90 chemistry. Happy days. That's actually fantastic. That's like a lot of this stuff is untradeable. Well, not untradeable. There's a couple of untradables in there, but a lot of this stuff we just had in the club. Untradeable him. We had an untradeable midfielder in there here. Yeah, so 2 untradables and a load of low-rated dudes and low-value dudes. And we get ourselves a 15k pack for that. Not bad at all. Next up, guys, is Porto against Benfica. I don't know if I'm going to have these players. I'm going to have to go and spend some coins on these dudes, most probably. So we'll go for the Liga NOS. Let me just see all the Liga NOS players I've got. Oh, I might be alright. I've got 2... I've got Sporting there. I think I've only got... No, those are Braga anyway, aren't they? I don't even know if I have any... Yeah, Braga, Sporting. So I have no Porto and no Benfica players. So we're going to have to go and buy 3 Porto. Let's just go and get 3 Porto players. Let's do that. We'll stay to the same team because that way we can make it a little bit easier. Let's reset all of that and go to the Liga NOS. Liga NOS. And we'll go to Porto. I believe they've got more gold cards, right? Can we get them for 1,200? No. 1,500? Yes. Alright, so we'll take... I can take the right mids, right back. What other defenders have we got here? So we've only got the right back, left back. Oh, there's another right back. I kind of wouldn't mind a centre back. Just because it would make it a little bit easier. We've got 2 left backs, 2 right backs, 2 right mids that we'll be able to pick up. Tell you what, let's go for right back and right mid. We'll take those 1,300. Perfect. So we'll take Pereira. Oh, there was one there for 1,000 and I missed it. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get one for 1,300 again. Is anyone going to list me a Porto? No. We'll go for 1,400 then. There's obviously going to be a lot more. Is there? Yep. So we've got Pereira there, which is nice. We can throw him into the club and we'll go and take the right mid as well. Now he must be 1,300 or less, surely. Yeah, 1,000 coins. Missed it, damn it. I don't mind which one I get, although Hanani would be perfect because Hanani would be a perfect link to Pereira. So if we can get that, that would be ideal. Yeah, so we'll take Hanani just because he, like, for chemistry reasons, he's just golden at that point. So I need one more player from the club or from the team. So Benfica, let's go for a Benfica striker. And I think it was a 442 rating, wasn't it? So 1,300 there for Jimenez. And that's that. So that's our 3 Porto / Benfica players. Didn't cost us too much. Hopefully we're going to get something good out the back end of this. That's going to be decent for revenue. Tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to, because this video is already getting on and this bit part is boring to people, I'm going to build this team. I'll show you it afterwards. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I have done the Liga NOS one. I used a lot of my Premier League golds and a couple of bronzes as well. So pretty easy team to do. Cost us a few thousand coins. We get a rare mixed players pack back for it. It only has to be 76 rated, so I was actually able to get rid of a couple of the bronze Premier League players that I just generally wouldn't use. 2 of the Huddersfield Irish boys. But pretty decent there, guys. You know, super cheap on all the players. Obviously, we spent about 4 to 5k on the Portuguese Liga NOS guys, or the Liga NOS guys in general. But that's that one done and dusted. Next up is Besiktas against Galatasaray. Once again, I'm just going to go and build the squad real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back. This one was remarkably easy for me. I actually, fortunately enough, had a Besiktas and Galatasaray player in the club. We had Adriano in the club. The Brazilian left back there. We already had Inler in the club that I used as well, first owner there. We had the Ndai there in the club, the Cam from Galatasaray, completing the necessary clubs there. This guy is untradeable, so we'll throw him in at left mid. And this guy also is untradeable, Pad T. And we obviously got those from the 10, 20, 30 weekly objectives. And then I just put in a full set of Austrian League bronzes. 4 from one club, 2 from another, all Austrian. Perfect for chemistry, 5 golds done, Super League players 4 done. And, excuse me, we get ourselves a nice pack for that as well. And then last but not least, guys, Aberdeen versus Glasgow Rangers. Once again, I'm going to go and build a squad and I will be right back. Alright guys, we managed to get this done quite easily actually. I already had a lot of SPFL players in the club. So we put a right mid in at right back, a couple of centre backs in, and a striker in at left back because he's rare, he's from the SPFL, and he's nice and high rated. And then put a French central defensive midfielder in, 2 French centre mids, and a French striker through the middle. 66 rated, 93 chemistry. Of course, it's only 93 chemistry because I do have loyalty on all the players. But I was able to complete that then without buying a single player. So that is fantastic. We only had to buy, to complete the whole marquee matchups, we only had to buy the 3 Liga NOS players. And that's why we're saving, you know, saving players again, because we get to complete SBCs for basically nothing. So we can do contract right now as well. We can apply a contract to one of these players. I'm definitely down for ideas with how to proceed with this team. My gut instinct is probably the fact that I'm going to save up for Frank Rijkaard and then swap out Mustafi for Rijkaard and have that as my team for a few weeks. But as I say, I'm definitely open to suggestions. In terms of weekly objectives, I'm probably not going to complete those, not going to lie. But we've got 5 marquee matchup packs in store now, guys. Let's see what we get. We'll start with the Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. Any board player will be very welcome because we'll be able to sell them for a nice amount of money. So we start off with no board player, 2 rare golds. Gabriel Jesus or Anthony Martial, very welcome. We're going to end up getting, we actually get a Porto player. We get Suarez. Not quite Suarez, but Suarez. So we'll actually give a check as to how much he's selling for. Yeah, I mean, I'll list him now just because he'll go. Why not? We also get a Besiktas player in there as well. Not bad. Shedu here. Yeah, I mean, I'll list him too. Whilst we can get heightened value for these guys, we might as well get rid of them. We'll keep these guys though. The manager, I don't care about. The staff, I don't care about. Contracts, fitness, and consumables will keep hold of where possible and discard the rest. And that puts us back up on a decent coin total. So in the rare consumables pack, guys, I would love a draft token in this. We didn't get a draft token, but hey, some fitness cards, etc., just without having to spend money. A right wing to right forward card, not bad. We get a small gold players pack up next, guys. So this is one of the brand new packs. I like these packs a lot. I think EA have done a good job here. We're going to get no shine. We do get our rare card as a gold, however, instead of as a silver. It's going to be an Olympic Lyon Touzart. So not ideal, not the best, not what we're really looking for. We did end up getting a silver player in there as well. Thank God the silver wasn't the shiny. And this guy will be able to get a couple of thousand coins for him. So that's not so bad at all. And put the rest in the club for future SBCs. And that leaves us then with a rare Electrum players pack and a rare mixed players pack. We'll go for the mixed players pack first. 12 items, 4 gold, 4 silver, 4 bronze, all rare. Do we get a shine here? Yes, we do. Let's go. Who's it going to be? Boards are down. Swiss goalkeeper. It's going to be Berkey. A nice big 84 rated player for us to sell there. I don't mind that at all. In a pack where we only get 4 golds, that could have gone a little bit worse. So Berkey, ooh, 6-7k there. I'll take it. We'll list him up for that. These guys can go in the club. This guy too. These guys too. Malcolm will just send up to the trade pile and we'll check these two here. Hey, we made profit here. Berkey alone was enough. I'll keep him because he's less than 1,000 coins. Berkey alone was enough to pretty much get any money that we spent back. We'll get rid of more as well there for those coins. Berkey sold now. And then last but not least, guys, a rare Electrum players pack. That was a decent pull. I don't even mind if we don't get a board here. We do get a board. Back-to-back boards. Is it going to be another big player? Oh, I mean, it's Mandzukic. I was hoping for, like, not Mandzukic. That's all I was hoping for. I was hoping for Modric or something. But we do get another 83 rated. Can't complain about that. What are we going to get for him? 3.6, maybe like 4k for Mandzukic here. We'll list him like 3.9 to 4.2. So all in all, we made good profit off of this. We also get a Para in here. I don't know how much he goes for these days. It's 10k max bin. Hey, we'll take 2.5k for him. Not bad at all. We actually made a considerable amount of profit off of this, guys. We've got another couple of League SBC guys here. This dude, yeah, we'll take like 1,200 coins for him too. And this guy, wow, imagine trying to pronounce his name. Holy moly. So he looks like he's less than 1,000, so we'll keep hold of him. And then we'll take one check at this guy from the Belgian League. And he's not even 500 coins, so we'll keep that. So that, guys, is the end of marquee matchups. We made really good profit, really easy profit off of this. You know, look at that, 7,000 for Berkey. We're going to make 4,000 for Mandzukic. A Para 3,000. We didn't have to spend much. We already had loads in the club, and we got to store a whole bunch of players and a whole bunch of consumables. This the marquee matchups in total, if you have no players, will only cost about 20,000 coins. So we 100% made really good profit off of that, which is great. This is going to be the end of the video for today, guys. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.